Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today will be a little different than other videos I've done. I feel like every video is very different from the next one, but I thought we could do two things. One, I need to build something that I've had for like a month and I just keep forgetting to build it. And then two, answer some random questions so that you guys can get to know me just a little bit better. But yeah. So before we get started, I will show you what we're building. Some lovely IKEA from IKEA from IKEA little greenhouse, but I will be using it for things that I can put out on display that my cat Jarvis won't be able to knock down because he's not going to be able to get to it. I've had this for a while, like I said, and I keep forgetting about it and I keep procrastinating it. So let's kill two birds with one stone and build it together. And also answer questions about me. I went on Instagram and told people to ask me random questions, and I got a few responses, so I will add those into the questions I'll be answering. I did answer them on Instagram, but it's been a while, so I will redo them here, because most people do not follow me on Instagram that are following me from here, so if you're not, go follow me on Instagram. It's mxkeen17. I will link it down below, but yeah. All my social medias, except for here, is that. So, if you're looking to find me anywhere, look that up. Don't look very typical. Atypical is just here. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, let's crack this bad boy up. I do have a knife. Do not do what I'm doing and use a knife. But that's just me. Good old handy dandy book. It doesn't look like there's barely any instructions, so this will be quick. Why didn't I do this sooner? So before we get started, let's get the questions that I wrote down, just because I forget. Okay, I went on Instagram and asked you guys to ask me random questions, and I also picked some random questions just to answer, because throw them in. The first question that I will be answering is the last book that I read, and I am currently reading the Sunrise of the Reaping, the Suzanne Collins latest Hunger Games novel. I was really late to these books. I didn't read them until this year. So one of my friends was very concerned that I hadn't that I hadn't read them. It was like, Max, you need to get on this. So I sped through the first trilogy really quick, and then I went on to Songbirds, and now I'm on to this one. And I really like it so far. The games have just started. I'm not going to spoil anything. The games have just started. I'm really enjoying the book, so that's where I'm at. But the one before that, what did I read before that? Oh, I read Carmilla, the OG vampire novel. OG lesbian vampire novel, might I add. Really good. If you have not read, I recommend it. It's a novella. It's very, very small, so it's a quick read, but highly recommend. Now, since each of these have like that film on them, I am gonna do it a little nice. Oh, it's sticky. This is really sticky, actually. Ooh. And then I did get a question from Instagram that asked, from a cheese selection, what was my favorite? The question was cheddar, marble, or mozzarella. I answered all three because I just love cheese. And not to be like, I'm not meaning to quote anything, but Gouda is my favorite. But I also love She's the Man, so Gouda is my favorite cheese. I do love that cheese, but out of those 3 selections, I do love all of them. I don't love one more than the other. I just like cheese, so. Oh, I'm a dummy. We can put these things up to take the screen out. You know, maybe I should have looked at the instructions before I did this. Pop this out maybe? Alright. Maybe not. I don't want to break it. Oh. There we go. That works too. Oh. That one was so much more satisfying. Ooh, I hate the sound of. I'm just gonna throw that. Another question that I saw was, what was the last song that I listened to? Oh no, what's the song I'm listening to the most right now? Song I might listen to the most right now. Well, in preparation for my Fall Out Boy concert that I have this month, I've been listening to a lot of Fall Out Boy, but since Renee Rapp's new song just came out, the Mad one, I've been listening to that on repeat because I love that lady. I think she's got insane talent. I'm gonna like break this and I'm scared. Yeah, Renee Rapp, Mad. I've been listening to that a lot. I've been listening to Miley Cyrus's new album a little bit. Ooh, Alex Warren, his song with Jelly Roll. I've been listening to that a lot. I think it's lovely, it's fun. So that's what I've been listening to a lot of. It's literally on my like that DJ X thing. He always goes, based on what you've listened to recently, here's Alex Warren, and it's just constantly Alex Warren. So those are what I've been listening to the most lately. There. One done. That it is. Put that off to the side. And this little baby one now. Another question that I got was my favorite ice cream flavor. This one I got from Instagram from one of my friends, which they already knew the answer to this one, but they're here helping me out. So, my favorite ice cream flavor, my favorite childhood ice cream flavor, I should say, is Moon Mist. It's very much like a kid's ice cream, but I was obsessed with it as a kid, and I still quite enjoy it. It's very fruity, it's very kid. But if I can't find Moon Mist, I usually go for a cookie dough ice cream. Cookie dough is always fun, so yeah. Moon Mist, cookie dough, those are my 2 favorites for sure. Once I get these things done, it's probably gonna just like speed by, so that's why I'm trying to get as many questions done now as I can before I randomly just start speeding through this. So next one is my favorite movies. My favorite movies. I'm gonna give you like a top 3, I think. Yeah, top 3. Top 4. I'm gonna go off of my letterbox movies that I chose, because why not? They're my letterbox for a reason. My top 4, in no particular order, are Rocky Horror, Jaws, Miss Congeniality. If you have not seen Miss Congeniality, you need to. I grew up with that movie, and it just made me have like such a higher respect for women in general and Sandra Bullock in general. Such a good movie. I highly recommend watching that one. And then Iron Man. The first Iron Man. Can't go wrong with the first Iron Man. It's so good. Very nostalgic. I watched that movie like on repeat when it came out. and I continue to watch it. It's very much a comfort movie, and I love it. Rocky Horror, Jaws, Miss Congeniality, and Iron Man are my top 4 movies, for sure. Yeah, if you guys have other questions for me, like, please leave them down below. I will answer them. Or maybe I'll save them for another Q&A video. Yeah. Oh, I thought this was a fun question because, as you can see, I have tattoos. How many tattoos do I have? I don't think I have a lot, but some people think I do. Mine aren't very visible, just like this one and that one. I do have 11 tattoos. Hold on. Let me count. Yeah, 11. I have 11 tattoos. I know some people with a lot more, so to me 11 isn't a lot, but for some people who don't have any tattoos, 11 is a lot. So I do plan on getting more. Yeah, got 11. I'm curious, for people who do have tattoos, what was your first tattoo and why did you get it? Because my first tattoo, for people who know me, is not shocking at all. Mine is a shark fin, and I have it on my rib cage. I didn't find it painful. I want to know if other people found their first tattoos painful, because I didn't find mine painful, like, at all. But I also have a really high pain tolerance, so that might be the kicker. Yeah, what was your first tattoo? Why did you get it? And did it hurt? Because I'm curious. Because obviously some of my tattoos did hurt, because some of them are bigger than the others. Some of them are in more painful areas, but you think the rib cage would hurt. I have 2 on my rib cage, and neither of them hurt. So that's just me though, but very curious to know about other people's experiences. A question that I found was, what are your favorite books? My 2 favorites as of right now are Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde. I love those books. I know they're 2 classics, but they're classics for a reason. And if you haven't read either of them, I highly recommend you read them. I recommend the book, for sure. And Dorian Gray is just, I love I don't want to give anything away with that one, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Dorian Gray is amazing. I loved it. So, and then because I work in a bookstore, I have to know some from all ages. And like, there's nothing wrong with reading teen novels and like young readers if they're good, you know. The Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer. It's in the, like, a 9 to 12. It's like a junior reader. That one I love listening to because I do that one on audio. I've done that one on audio book. Chris Colfer actually narrates it, and he does different voices for each of the characters, and it's really fun. There's six books in the series, and it's about like fairy tales, but it's really fun. I really enjoyed it. So if that's up your alley, I recommend reading it or listening to it, because Chris does great voice stuff for that. Yes, those are my books that I recommend and that are my favorite. This one is also from Instagram. It's from another one of my friends. I had mentioned that I am going to a Fall Out Boy concert earlier. I'm going with this friend, so they asked the question, what is my favorite Fall Out Boy song? And I think I responded, Save Rock and Roll, the one with Elton John. Okay, so I'm going to change my response from that one to This Ain't a Scene. It's an arms race. I just love the beat in that song. I forgot how good it was. I shouldn't say forgot, but it's reappeared in my rotation, definitely, and I love that song. Same with a lot of, just from that album in general, Infinity on High. Love that album. And then Folie à Deux. Love that album. Very excited for this concert, so I'm gonna have to make a Fall Out Boy playlist and just prepare myself for this concert, because it's coming soon. I have like a week, and then, oh my god, I have a week. I have a week, and then I see Fall Out Boy for the first time, and I'm so excited. I've been waiting for years to see them, but they never come close enough to me to go, and I don't want to spend a fortune on going. So they're actually coming to Canada at a location that is close to me. So, very excited. And I get to go see them with my friend. So even better. Let's get this guy out of here. Okay, next question. Ooh, I like this one. Saying that about all of them. My biggest fear. I think I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but I have the biggest fear of snakes. And I don't think that will ever go away. So I'm going to go with that. Snakes are my biggest fear. I literally, like, my body reacts to just even thinking about them. I get shivers, I get goosebumps, I get super uncomfortable. So yeah, snakes. Don't like them, probably never will. Okay, I've got all the clings off those, so we're gonna jump into actually building it. So let's see what the first one is. Perfect, okay. So I've already done steps 1 and 2 by taking the clings off, so. Okay. So it says I need both of these guys. Okay. 2. And then I need the front. And he slides in. We'll get one in first and then worry about the other. There we go. Should have just done that, but. There we go. Okay, now the big guy. Goes in the back. You can see my setup through here. So I'm just gonna put this to the side for a second. I want to answer another question. Can't see through it, so well, I mean it can, but don't want it in front of my face, you know. And this one I also got from Instagram. It was from another friend. They asked me what I was excited for this summer. Fall Out Boy being one of them, and then I put 2 other ones. The friend that I'm going to the Fall Out Boy concert with is actually getting married this summer, and I'm very excited for them. So, and it's happening very soon. Very excited for them. And then the third thing was day trips out of Edmonton, because I want out of Edmonton. And the summer is the time to do that. All the places are open. It's beautiful. Hopefully it's not going to be so smoky. So yeah, Fall Out Boy, wedding, day trips. Get this thing back in front of my face, I guess. Things just go on at the top. So like all these little holes that they have. There's some on the sides too, like up at the front. Okay, so my other camera died, so we're just gonna do it from here now. To the side first, because that seems to be the problematic piece. Okay. Finally, that one. The last one. They don't like me. Like, they're so freaking tiny. Barely fit in my hand. There we go. There we are. Hold on, I'm not done. I need to put the bottom on. Okay, I think we're officially done. I still have a few questions, so I will just chat with you guys. This is gonna be so in the way, but we'll ignore it for now. So I'll just rapid fire these ones, and then we'll be done. Rapid fire questions. Do you believe in aliens? Absolutely, I believe in aliens. Dream vacation destination. I'm gonna say New York and Greece, but also Scotland. Those are the three. Those are the three I'm sticking with. What language do you want to learn? I want to learn sign language. I feel like that would be a very good language to learn, because a lot of people, it would help a lot of people out, and I just find it very fascinating, and I want to be able to communicate with as many people as I can, especially when a lot of people don't know it. So, solve one world problem. As it comes to the end of Pride Month, I am going to say equality, and I'm not just saying equality for marriage, genders, whatever. I'm saying that for everybody. I'm saying that for the rich, for the poor, for the sick, we all need more equality in our life. People deserve to be paid the same amount for the same job. People deserve to be taken care of regardless of their beliefs, for their gender, their sexual orientation, their relationship status, where they come from. Doesn't matter. We all should be treated the same way. And I will stand by that. So equality, which includes racism, because I do not stand for any of that stuff. We need to be treating people the way that people should be treated, which is equal to the way that we want to be treated. Okay. And one last question. My unusual fear. For someone who has not seen Doctor Who, this is an unusual fear, because apparently it's very common for people who have, just because of certain episodes or a certain creature. Mannequins. I hate mannequins to the point where I will avoid them in stores. I don't like them. I don't like the vibe. But I also blame that one holiday movie that has Olivia Newton-John in it. I forget the name of it. I'll put the answer here because I'll look it up later. This movie. Because it's about like this woman who becomes a mannequin, becomes a person, and falls in love with a man. Because the man's daughter lost her mom and wants her dad to be happy and wished like on a star. I think that's the premise. Anyway, this mannequin comes to life, and I didn't like that as a kid, and I think that stuck with me. I love Olivia Newton-John because she plays the mannequin, but I can't do that. I don't. Same with animatronics. Despise animatronics. Final look at this guy. Okay. Let me. Yes. Here is what they look like. Very nice. Yeah. My plan with this is so that I can put, I think I explained that already, to put stuff that Jarvis normally knocks down on display without me having to worry about him knocking it down. Because he is known to do that and is known to break things. But yeah. Alright friends, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun making that. That was super easy. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I'm glad it wasn't. That's IKEA furniture for you. Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's not. But I enjoy making IKEA furniture, so that's always fun. And I hope that you guys got to know me a little bit more. If you have any other questions for me, leave them down below. Maybe I'll make another Q&A while I do something, or just chat with you guys, because sometimes people like that. Yeah, so please like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell when you know I'm posting a video. Try and post once a month. Who knows, maybe I'll add in a random one in there. I've got a lot of plans for this summer, so we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, I will see you all in the next video.